I lose, I quit, and today we have an actual I lose, I quit video, unlike my previous one with Seal of the Drakes, which I promise started off with good intentions of actually doing, hey, going until we lose. Once I lose, the video is done. But I quickly realized, Seal's probably better for like an actual hour-long video because she's not really used very much, and I really want to test her. I hadn't tested her for live arena content really ever. I did a few matches before the video, but in general, I kind of wanted to make sure I showed what she could be capable of. Like, she's actually not terrible. Now, is she going to be meta into gold? Gold, I actually don't know, honestly, because with the whole thing of you can't pick dupes, maybe she does get used. I doubt it, but it is a small possibility, okay? And she did do very well in that video. We definitely ended with far more wins than we did losses, which is very cool. I think champions like Tatura is going to be a very similar thing. I do want to show him very soon because people are looking for increased defense champions, and he has increased defense plus block debuffs. Not as good as Sifi, however you want to say it, but he does have a pretty good A2 ability. And then Mithrala. MTG Jedi left a comment in my previous video talking about a very solid increased defense champion, and I do agree. Mithrala is definitely way up there. Amazing. There's not really a ton, it feels like. Maybe I'm just not paying attention, but there's not a ton of increased defense champions that you can make sense of bringing into live arena for your defense-based nukers. Luckily, a lot of the defense-based nukers that you would use actually bring their own increased defense. So Ragash, I was actually using him just a second ago, and he brings increased defense on his A1. And then you have Stoutus, also brings an increased defense on his A3. So you don't really need an increased defense champion alongside him, but it's definitely helpful. But today, enough of the intro there. Today we're going to be looking at Mighty Ukko. Now, before doing this video, I actually had a pretty good win streak. I think I had 4 wins before I had any losses. It was a very solid win streak. Hopefully, we continue that now and get a pretty good win streak as well. But as far as my Mighty Ukko build goes, we have good HP. Honestly, HP and defense, I would love to push them as high as possible, but speed and accuracy are my main 2 things. Provoke or stun set. Honestly, provoke set, if you're working on things like Hydra and you're using Mighty Ukko in both, provoke is so good. He can still get hit by the A1s of the enemies. Candrafons, Georgids, hard-hitting A1 champions can definitely kill him pretty easily, but if you want to have, the benefit of him being in Hydra as well as in Arena, then the provoke set is going to be so good. But the stun set is what I have him in currently. So we have really good speed, 300, and 321 accuracy. He's not debuffing champions who are built to resist, but he's going to be debuffing most champions. Now, revenge accessories. Get these wherever you can. This isn't a great one, but it works. I've got him where I can. However, the resistance one at the end doesn't really give me anything I need. I lose accuracy, I lose speed. The trade-off there isn't worth it in my opinion. Now, if you don't know where to get those, I'll show you in just a second. But as far as his skills, everything better be fully booked because he's an amazing champion. Masteries, we have Fearsome Presence. Fearsome Presence is going to help me land those polymorphs even more frequently, as well as the stuns from the stun set. So really, if you're building Mighty Ukko like I am, this is the mastery setup, at least the tier 6, that you're going to want to have. I guess the other thing possibly would be going to the Eagle Eye for the extra accuracy, because if you don't have a good accuracy banner, maybe you're really struggling with accuracy, then pick up Eagle Eye. Because the A2 and the A1 place amazing debuffs as it is, so you really want to make sure you're actually placing those. As far as blessings, really, I think Polymorph is just the best one. I think it makes the most sense. If you can get it, definitely go for that. Now, as far as where you can buy those revenge accessories, if you did not know this, guys, this is something that you should be buying basically all the time, all right? Come in here, accessories, purchase them. Revenge accessory for Demon Spawn. Revenge accessory for Demon Spawn once again. Revenge accessory. Honestly, I buy these basically all the time. I try to buy them out. Now, we've had some energy in the shop. I'm actually going to go ahead and buy that as well. But the revenge accessories, oh my goodness, guys. That is probably one of, I feel like, the most underrated things in Raid. Because Clan Boss, it can make your Clan Boss damage skyrocket significantly. Let's see what we got actually real quick. High Elves defense. Okay, not going to probably use that. Undead Horde HP. Maybe you guys can't even see it, so never mind. We're not going to do all that stuff. This is not going to be a gear cleanse video. We're going to jump into some live... Wait, what? The game will be undergoing server maintenance for 15 minutes. Be aware. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get in here, start this. Hopefully, the server maintenance doesn't cut this up too much. That's unfortunate, though. The start of the I Lose, I Quit video and server maintenance hits me. Should they really be doing server maintenance right now? We have the arena window open for an hour. for an hour left. 45 minutes, I think. So let's go ahead and start this off with, unfortunately, I'll probably be doing Siphi, Duchess, and those kinds of picks. So I apologize up front if you don't like seeing Siphi picked. I do want to try to start working away from her, but I got to find some really solid options because she is just so good. Tatura, I want to find some other block debuff champions that I really like because enemy Siphis are a big issue. Mighty Ukko is next. Now, I had another champion who I was wanting to try. I was going to showcase today. It was going to be his own I Lose, I Quit video, but you know what? We're just going to throw him in here, but not talk about him too much, okay? Ragash, super good defense-based nuker, especially with how many Force Affinity champions there are in the game. Oh my goodness, guys. We have Pythion, the Dagon champion who I missed the fusion of, and you already know that. You've seen me rant about him. You heard me rant about him so many times. But Pythion, you have UDK, you have Harima, you have so many Force Affinity champions that Ragash just does a lot better against than, say, Stoutus. Stoutus doesn't do bad, but Stoutus does have a little bit of a problem against Duchess. Whereas Ragash is neutral to Duchess and strong versus Candrafon and Pythion. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, we're going to throw out something that I can almost guarantee he bans. It's Hellcath. So Hellcath there, and then we'll throw in our Necrit. If he doesn't ban Hellcath, he's probably going Rotos. I should have... Yep, okay. Well, that's kind of to be expected. Let's get rid of Rotos. I ain't trying to play with those Rotos shenanigans. He bans Hellcath or Siphi. Let's see. There we go. Hellcath ban. Usually if you throw out a Hellcath and they don't have a strip champion, then they're going to ban the Hellcath. Because if they don't, they won't win. Like, there's really no way to win. Saving him for a very end pick is so nice. With that said, guys, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to drop a like. Very much appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. The whole 9 yards. Let's go ahead and see how this plays out. I don't think Candy kills us, honestly. We're going to try to use Mighty Ukko. Now, as far as right now, do we even care about this, okay? We can't place the block debuffs on anybody. We can't really do the decreased attack on anybody yet. So, honestly, it's kind of like, well, let's just use the A1. Maybe we got a stun off, which is amazing. Here, I think we just actually, let's see. This place is strengthened on everybody, right? Yeah, it does on everybody. Sweet. Love strengthened on everybody. Not a huge deal. Actually, Veiled Ukko as well. Which, speaking of, we're going to need to protect him with Necrit or he's going to die. There's no reason to really pop all my cooldowns just yet because, there we go. They have the increased attack now. So we're going to try to strip the increased attack from the Candrafon. I think that one of the biggest things with Ukko is being mindful of your cooldowns. So his A2 can't place the block debuffs or the decreased accuracy. Okay, well, there we go, guys. That was the first one. But thankfully, the first one is a just warm-up, so not a big deal if we lose it. This turned out way worse than I expected, to be honest. And see if he just absolutely got obliterated. Not a big deal. Honestly, let's go ahead and back out of this. So, there we go. Like I said, though, I didn't say it in this video, but the first match of these I Lose, I Quit videos, they're always warm-ups, okay? So the first one, just a warm-up. We're going to go ahead and get the loss out of the way. And from here on out, it's only wins, baby. But with Mighty Ukko, you got to be careful because the strip is super valuable. So whenever they place increased attack, or if you know they're going to do an increased attack, maybe save it until then. Definitely something you shouldn't be just throwing out there. If you go against a team who doesn't have a bolster set, then you can play your A2 a little bit more freely because you can place that block buffs. Honestly, if they have no bolster set, I would just throw it out there right in the beginning. Now, Saphira did a video recently talking about how Ukko's A2 ability, basically with the stun set, gives you double the chance of actually placing a stun, which all champions aren't like that, and there's some weird coding going on that causes them to do that. But if you know a champion like Ukko does have a higher chance to place a stun on the A2, then maybe you could just throw it out there randomly. But for me, I prefer to throw it out there when they have no bolster. They have maybe 2, 3 buffs, 4 buffs, ideally less than that, because I think he removes 2 each time, right? 3 buffs is perfectly fine. But I want to get as many block buffs out there as possible. If not, it's just not nearly as valuable. But I'll try to showcase that throughout the fights. So we have 2 Force Affinity champions and a Duchess. The next 2 are going to be supports. We're going to save a potential Hellcath for the very end. Here we go Necrit, I think. Necrit and Ukko. Necrit's always a pretty safe pick. Granted, I think UDK is definitely coming up in the ranks quite a bit because Rotos, that little blue devil, he is everywhere. Everywhere. Kandrafon +4 right there. I literally just got demolished by Kandrafon. You would think I would be a little bit more hesitant to go against like what I played against this Kandrafon, but okay, this is going to be... Okay, they have to ban Helicath again, right? They definitely have to ban him. So I can ban the Duchess. I don't really care about the UDK too much, I don't think. The Duchess is going to reduce AoE damage. I'm strong affinity with Ragash. He has to ban Helicath. If he doesn't ban Helicath, then he just... Whoa, okay. Well, hey. I mean, I'm okay with that. There's no champions he can use to strip anything, right? Like, if you have no strip champion, no Arbiter, Arbiter has an A2 that reduces the duration of the buffs. If you have none of that, then you're just kind of in a rough spot, honestly. And to be fair, do we even have any debuffs we're worried about? The stun from... Okay, we do have a stun from Stoutus that could be very bad. So I am going to place the block debuffs. I don't typically love to do that necessarily. So here, I kind of want to save that until a little bit later on. Dang, that was a massive hit. So I don't need to place that yet. I'll protect Sifi. She doesn't need the protection just yet, really, but I'm hoping they start getting some turns off. If they get some turns, start doing some damage, it's better. I don't want to start going through my turns a ton. Mighty Ukko got banned, unfortunately, so we're not even getting to see him in this match. But you can see that he is a pretty big threat. So you bring him out there against teams, they're going to want to get rid of him. Like, he can definitely mess up some stuff. We're going to pop off with the A2 here. There we go. Okay, the A2 just blew his mind. He's like, I'm out of here. The Helicath is a champion who, if you don't ban him, if you don't respect him, then you're going to want to quit the match. Because that block damage is just so annoying. Especially with Sifi, Tatura, if you want to use him, Duchess, anybody who can place block debuffs. I mean, you're not going to be able to stun them. You're not going to be able to remove it. Nothing. It's just an annoying next few minutes. Now, Rotos, Georgid, enemy Helicath, those can kind of counter it. So here, I want to mix it from the Sifi, but I also really want to showcase Ukko as well. I want to make sure I get some good matches with him. I could use Elva. Elva's a good champion, but I don't really want to do that. I want to keep with Sifi, okay? If y'all really don't want to see Sifi, you can let me know. We're going to use Ragash again, though. No Rotos, at least. There's a Sifi. But I really think Duchess... There's a lot of champions, I think, who could fill in this role pretty well. Okay, so we got the support picks already. And guess what? None of the supports are a strip champion. With that said, we're going to go Mighty Ukko. And then we're probably going to go UDK. He's probably going to go Georgid, Rotos, Baron possibly. I don't like any of those picks. So we're going to go UDK here. My next one I think is going to be Helicath. But I can almost guarantee there's a Rotos going to pop up. I have to ban Warlord though. If no block damage champions, or ignore block damage champions, Helicath, baby. Throw him in there. He's in Stone Skin, so the Sifi can't sleep him. Rotos and Tormund. Beautiful. So, at this point, he's going to ban the UDK. Rotos can get through. Rotos can get through the block damage from the Helicath if we bring him. So, I think we just try that anyways, right? We just see how this works out. I kind of want to ban the Rotos. Okay, I knew he was going to ban the Helicath. That makes the most sense. Ban the UDK. That makes a ton of sense for sure. But I think I'm still in an okay spot because Ragash, he can do some serious damage to a lot of these champions. If he places buffs from Sifi as well as the Duchess, 100%. I'm just going to strip him. But he might sleep Ukko instead. Okay, buffed up. I would much rather wait, but this would stop the Duchess. Nope, it wouldn't actually. See, this is a really weird time. I have to get... Ooh, actually, no, I don't like that at all, honestly. Okay, that worked out okay. Okay, so she cut back in. That worked out all right. Not great, definitely not ideal. If we kill the Sifi here, that's going to be incredible. Now, we do have a lot of counterattacks going off now. Rodos is going to ignore, but maybe we can stun him. Ragash doesn't have much accuracy, but he has enough to stun the Rodos. Maybe kill the Sifi. We'll see, though. Yo, okay, we dropped her. Now we can sleep. We can sleep the Rodos. I think that's the play. Because he can actually kill me. Block damage is no good with him. So now we pop off with the A2. Once the Sifi comes back, we just kill her again, right? No, she'll be veiled, so we can't do that. I should have saved the A2, actually. Okay, well, he didn't matter, really, so... Feeling like a little bit of a bad spot right now, honestly. Rodos has no increased attack. My Ragash is wide out in the open, though. Got to provoke. Hellcat knocks down the Duchess. He's a beast. There we go. Got another match. Sweet. All right, so Mighty Ukko. It was a little bit of a weird way the turns worked out there. A lot of times I like it if the Duchess goes and the Sifi goes, so then I can just remove basically all the buffs. Because they had the bolster set, so there's no way that I'm going to get the block buffs placed. The stun can be placed, though. So the stun can definitely, you know, save me. And it did. Against the Duchess, it did save me, which is incredible. So the stun set Ukko, super, super nice thing to have. We're going to go with the exact same team here. Sifi plus Ragash. Ragash is really good, too. Stuns in general are just really solid. And the thing that I like about bringing Ragash is that even with low accuracy, okay, this is an interesting team. So here, we have some bomb champs. We have some bomb champions. So, we will bring Mighty Ukko because this is a Mighty Ukko video. We may actually get some showcase of Mithrala, though, for real. Does bombs go through block damage? Why did I completely forget? I think they do not. But do I want to test it? So maybe we save Mithrala for a little bit later. Dang, I can't believe that I forget if they go through it or not. It's awful. Stone Skin champs. I don't have anybody in immunity. I could have brought my Necrit. What in the world? I just, like, brain died completely. Do bombs go through block damage? How can I... We're about to find out, I guess. Okay, so this is not going to be actually too bad. We bring Elva. Okay, yeah, this is actually perfectly fine, I think. Elva, your time to shine. So... We're going to ban the Arbiter. I'm not really sure if there's anything else that I would ban. I think with this team, you kind of need more options for the speed boosters. Because if you're not going first, and the enemy has a cleanser, it's not going to be great, right? Like I have cleanse plus block debuffs. Unless their Gaius is 300 plus speed, I should be okay. Which he could be. He could definitely be 300 plus speed. Is he? I don't know. This team's sent me into all kinds of questions, though. I'm pretty sure bombs do not go through block damage. Pretty sure they don't. Now his team's much less effective. We're doing this just for the chance at the stuns. It's the only thing I'm doing that for. Because I know I can't place the block debuffs anyways. We'll use the A2 for maybe a chance at the stuns as well. No stuns, once again, unfortunately. We don't have a ton of accuracy on this champion, though, so that's kind of expected. Not a big deal. Now, he's not going to be able to do much. Like, right now, it's just going to be, hey, we're hitting these champs, and we're just going to be taking a beating, basically. Now, we only have 1 turn duration on the Elva. I guess we use this A2. Because soon we're going to be starting to get the freezes popping off on us. I don't like the freezes from Torment at all. Did some good damage to him just now. Sweet. Big continuous heal from Ragash. Well, onto Ragash, that is. Not from him. He uses A2 here, right? Puts us to sleep. Now we ruin his day. That's the bad thing about bomb teams, is that a cleanser, Cardiel, which I completely forgot about him, Cardiel, Elva, Mithrala, all can just make your bombs useless. So unless you have champions, Nishak is one who can do pretty good damage, even without the bombs popping, but you need increased attack for that to really happen. Okay, we may get a time for another 1 or 2, depending on when the server has maintenance or whatever. But so far, pretty good. I mean, so far, pretty good. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to go against any matches with no bolster. Bolster seems like it's everywhere, honestly. Makes sense. It's an amazing set. There we go. Another match done. Sweet. So right now, we are 1, 2, 3. I lost one before starting the video. No, I did. That was the warm-up, okay? Yeah. So 3 matches, 3-0. Pretty good. Pretty good. Capybara. Let's see how this goes. Getting closer to Silver 3, actually. All right, Sifi. Gotta pick her. Gotta pick her every match, guys. You may think this is a Sifi showcase, but it's not. It's Mighty Ukko. Promise. Mighty Ukko and... Actually, it may just be Mighty Ukko and Ragash. Against Harima, Ragash is decent. I mean, he doesn't have any defense ignore skills. He's strong affinity. He's not demon spawn. I don't think she has anything special against skinwalkers. Okay, so now we have a Rhodos and a Warlord. So we're definitely bringing in a UDK. 100% bringing in a UDK. And then... I kind of want to bring Helikath, but on the flip side, actually no. If they have no Sifi, then this is actually okay. I can bring in Helikath again as well. They have to bring a strip champion, which they could. He could bring in Mighty Ukko as well. I kind of forgot about that, honestly. Mighty Ukko, Kaimar, Ramantu. One of those 3 are going to be picked. Maybe he wanted a Sifi at the end, but he's like, nah, I can't do that now. Sifi. Oh, I guess he... Brave. To be expected. Banning the UDK. If you don't ban UDK with Rhodos, I mean, you're kind of like, okay, I'm fine with losing, or I'm fine with taking forever. I'm very confident in my team's abilities. This is going to be a difficult one. Bolster. There's no bolster. This is incredible, actually. Ah, protection set Sifi. All right, it went from being really awesome to now kind of weird. That was actually the perfect buff for Rhodos to be protected with. Wow. We still got to do this. Still got to strip whatever I can. Get the stuns off wherever I can as well. Super, super lucky on his part. Super lucky. Now, we are going to do this May not be a huge deal. We're going to try for the A2 as well. Extra turn from Rotos, not a big deal because he's going to get that anyways. 100% he can kill the Ragash. Or he can just kill the Helicath as well. But lucky for me, we do have Mighty Ukko who can just bring back Helicath with block damage. So we're actually okay there. We can't get through those veils though, I don't think. Helicath, go in for those big hits, buddy. Okay, no big hits, I guess. Just little tiny hits. I really wish I could hit the Rotos right now. One turn block damage. It's definitely not great. He's just going to get dropped by the Rotos, 100% right. Unless we can place... Strengthen's not going to do anything. We'll go for the A1. Got actually pretty close on the Duchess. If Helicath gets a turn here, we can probably kill the Rotos. No, weak hit, right? Got him, sweet. If Ragash can get through to a turn, it'll be perfect. He's not going to be able to, though. There's no reason to try to sleep him. We can maybe sleep the Sifi. She's at 50% turn meter, perfect. Ragash is dead, right? Does he have his A3? His A2, okay. I really don't like wicking the Sifi up. I really don't like that at all, actually. Oh no! I guess the server happened. The server maintenance started. So, do we really know if it was a win or a loss? I guess we'll never find out, guys. We'll give it a few minutes, see what happens, but that was definitely gonna be a win, right? We were just gonna drop the Sifi, and then we're gonna move on down the line and kill everybody. That's for sure what was gonna happen. We'll give it a few seconds, guys, and I'll edit back into whenever it comes back. All right, guys, so we're back now. The maintenance did not take that long, and I'm not for sure what that counted as, but I'm going to say it's probably a loss. It's nothing. Just a bunch of nothingness, right? Yeah, it was Capybara we went against. All right, there we go. I mean, I guess we're continuing the streak, baby. It was probably going to be a loss, but I can't say that for sure. So I lose, I quit. Continues on. This time... I don't want a video to be out there just solely with Sifi and Ragash. Now, also on the flip side, I want to win. So I'm stuck. For these videos, like with Mighty Ukko, for example, do I mix it up? Do I change up the champions I bring? Or do I just stick what actually wins and make sure I include Mighty Ukko in every match? I'm not for sure. Or maybe I do this until I lose and then do one more afterwards, because I want it to be a Mighty Ukko showcase. I want to win. But I also don't want you guys to get like discouraged and like block out everything because you see Sifi included, which she is the only champion I think who's insane that I'm using right now. Trying to think of other ones that I could be using that are crazy. Helicath, he's a free champion. Ragash was a guaranteed, right? Ukko. So I guess it's all pretty accessible champions except for Sifi, actually. Necrit. UDK, I've been using him as well, though. So Hefrak plus Stoutus. Hefrak is actually a little bit difficult to use against UDK because he does hit him a lot. We're going to save Helicath for the very end, though. So Mighty Ukko, of course. We always got to bring Mighty Ukko. Where is he at? Right here. And the next champion, we have Stoutus plus a Hefrak. So I could throw in a Duchess, but honestly, I don't really want to do that. Throw in Ursuga. Ursuga makes them, well, a lot slower. We'll do Necrit. We'll do Necrit real quick. See how this plays out. If he doesn't do a strip champion, you guys already know what we're picking. You guys already know what I'm picking. If there's no strip champion, then I'm going Helicath. And honestly, that's an even bigger reason to bring Mighty Ukko. Because if they pick a Helicath at the end and you don't have a strip champion, you're going to highly regret it. You're going to highly, highly regret it. Arbiter kind of works as a strip champion as well. Okay, so he's going the Mortu pick. Basically, he's saying, hey, you better ban my Mortu. I don't want to ban your Ukko, so I'm just going to put this out there, And you gotta ban my more too. So Helicath is the one who's gonna be banned, without a doubt. Helicath's getting banned, banning his more too, and then I think I'm probably okay. Mithrala could actually probably work fine here. Maybe. I don't know. The debuffs from Stoutus to stuns, the decreased speed and stuff, it's pretty annoying. Put him in the lead for the increase the speed in all battles by 20%. Super helpful aura as well, especially when you're trying to go faster. Hopefully no bolster set, but there's probably a bolster set. We shall see though. Bolster, Stone Skin, they're in basically every single match. Bolster, Stone Skin, and Duchess. 3 things you can count on in live arena. Oh, no bolster. This is incredible. Okay, so I could wait it out, let them all take a turn, and then use this. Or I could say, YOLO, let's go ahead and throw this at the Stone Skin. We got the ones that are most important, but he's just going to strip them or cleanse them. Probably would have been best to, hold off for just a minute. But it doesn't really matter because I think these 2 are dead. Okay, this is actually perfect because now Duchess is like, okay, do I go for the res and get 1 champion, or do I wait for the res and get Stoutus plus Hefrak back? So right now, it's not a super valuable res, We also have Pythion who can res, but next turn, he's going to have somebody else die. Okay, probably a smart decision there. We're just going to protect our Duchess, Sifi. Pythion go for the res, maybe. Okay, interesting. I do think the Pythion res would have been fine there because he's low HP. He's also weak against Ragash, so he's probably going to die next, right? So I don't think the Pythion would have been a bad res option to go. But I can also see his side as well because Duchess is outside the veil and could very well die. She didn't. Tanky. So, sweet. Now, Stoutus is going to do some work. There's no increased defense, so he's got to use his A3 first. So he can't even get the stun off just yet. Let me get some stuns off on the Hefrak. Be sweet. Okay. Stun on the Pythion, which is great. We have some champions exposed. Stoutus is a good champion. He's a really good champion. I don't think the Hefrak can kill anybody, but he has pretty high turn meter, so there's no reason for me to res yet. He would just kill him for sure if I did the res. He'll kill the Necrit for sure. Yeah. Necrit, dead. A2 should kill most. No, I didn't. Dang, that's unfortunate. Get Ukko back, because then Ukko can just pick up a res. Or go in the A2. We'll do the res, though. The res is the best play, I think. Ukko also brings an extra res, which is something I want to really talk about. When you use Ukko, really try to not use that A3 unless it's for a res. I've seen players just really want the increased speed. They'll pop up with the increased speed, and now all of a sudden they don't have the actual res when they need it. It seems like a simple thing, but it definitely happens pretty often, so be very mindful of that. So I think we try this. We can place the block buffs this time. It wakes the Duchess up, but everything we do is going to wake Duchess up. So we have the block buffs. Now I got to protect Ragash, because nobody's joining my Necrit on the ally attack right now. We'll sleep him, though. Sifi sleep, little OP. Little OP. So, who's res most recent? I don't know, but we'll try to kill the Pythion. Boom, got him. Sweet. Even through the strengthen, which is very nice. Those stuns, they're not fun. Duchess is already res though, right? We got about 10 minutes left before this window of live arena closes. A2, knock them both out. Oh, super close. No way there's a res, right? There is a res. There is 100% a way there's a res. Still gotta be very careful with this. Because if I kill the Duchess here, Hefrak's doing his attack and gonna just kill everybody. I gotta be careful with this one. This is a time where it's like, okay, you don't have the res, but it's probably best to just use this A3. Because if I use the A1, I'm probably gonna kill the Duchess. Granted, he will have the decreased attack on him, so he probably doesn't kill anybody. I may get a stun on some people, so YOLO, let's see. Okay, we didn't kill the Duchess, that's perfect. I really didn't want to use that. Dang, but see if he now gets a turn. She definitely kills him, right? Kills her. Yeah, of course she does. Hefrak, okay. Thankfully, didn't kill everybody. Okay, so we're gonna not join anybody on the attack, but we're gonna protect Ragash. Right? Because he can actually kill people. Sifi's gonna res, but I don't think she dies. And Ukko, I don't think he dies either very easily. Dang, okay, he survived both the hits. Wow, that's really good. This is a much longer match than I expected, for real. These are the times where bringing a life harvest champion is so helpful. Because then you just, every time they get rezzed, boom. 20, 30% less HP every single time. Makes a big difference. Why'd I do that? I have no clue. Because I could have decreased attack on the Hefrak instead. Let's go ahead and sleep the Stoutus. There we go. Perfect. Pythion, do you have a res there, buddy? Good. No res. It's like the reses were lining up perfectly with my Ragash's A2. I waste the A2, boom. Now they res. Waste the A2, boom. Now they res. I think now we're good. Perfect. 6 minutes. That was a good match. So our damage, 479 from Ragash. Obviously nothing from Ukko and Nekrit and Sifi. Doesn't matter. Stoutus and Hefrak, very low damage. Could have been bad, but we stayed on the offensive there. Player power 11.11, 11.1, 16. We had a decent range. Kind of lower player power throughout, though. Shade was before this whole thing started, though. So let's try a few more, guys. We got 9 minutes left. Might as well use the refill right there. 17:25. I guess the match with Capybara earlier just didn't count at all. Like, it just cut us both off. Wasn't a win for me. Wasn't a loss for me. Wasn't a loss for him, I guess. So nothing. Which, speaking of, I want to get your guys' opinions. What do you all think about the... Oh, this is probably going to be a bomb team. The draw system. Do you think it should be like, hey, if you lose, or whoever does the most damage should win the draw, or like whoever does the most damage should win if it goes to that 30 minutes, or what should it be? Whoever gets the most kills, or should it be as it is? If you extend it that long, you both get a loss. So as far as this goes, if it's a bomb team, I want to have some champs who can deal with bombs, obviously, right? So some champs to deal with bombs are going to be Elva. We have Cardiel. We have Nekrit. Very solid option as well. Lord Shazar. Very, very cool. I don't have an immunity champion who can cleanse. It's a big mistake, isn't it? That is a huge mistake, actually. I could go my Leoris. I never really used Leo. But he can actually do pretty well in this. And then, actually, do I have any huge... So, huge bolster sets? Because they can really do well against bombs too, right? Maybe we don't even bring a cleanser. I got Nekrit. No cleanser. My thought with this is that Nekrit's going to protect somebody. Probably Leoris. Is he even geared? That is a far too common question for me. Is he even geared? Shazar can definitely one-shot me. Of course the Nekrit's getting banned. I think I screwed myself, honestly. I really do. I think I just ruined this match. Assuming the Lady Kimmy's faster than me. Assuming the stone skin gets stripped, that is. Okay, it didn't get stripped. She's going to provoke most, but not everybody. Hopefully, we can pass up the Shazar, though. Oh, wait, we can't. That's actually genius what he did. All right, so who am I most worried about here? I think we all just die, don't we? Yeah, we just die. Or, no, whoa, okay. That's actually going to be the best. Because now we're going to hopefully stun some people. Got some stuns off, beautiful. Got the sheep. The sheep is actually has a chance of saving me, to be honest. Leo, you hit as if you have no gear, buddy. So the buffing on the Sifi actually is probably fine. Provoke on the... Oh, Leo, I don't know if you have any gear. Dude, I really don't think you have gear. I really think you're just ungeared. And I really don't like that. We will bring back the Ragash. Can he one-shot Ragash? I guess we're about to find out. But he doesn't even want to, right? Oh, he didn't. He didn't one-shot him. Do we get a turn? What do we do here? I don't know where the turn meters are at. Decreased attack is a huge deal against these teams, though. Gaius is going to get his A2 off. Strong affinity versus my Ragash. There we go. That's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. Maybe. Maybe it is. No, it definitely is, right? And let's see if he somehow gets back around to another turn of doing her res. It could be in a decent spot then. I don't know if that's going to work, though. But with these teams, I really need to have a setup that I can, well, remember, honestly. That's the biggest thing. Had my Ragash got a turn there, we would have been fine. I think Leo was ungeared, though, which sucks. Completely forgot that Umbral could place block buffs, which is actually massive. We have one more turn until we can res. Which this could be crazy. They're not going to kill me, right? Please use your bombs. They don't get the kill, do they? Gaius? No way. No way he does. Okay. She's going to decrease his turn meter. Okay, but we pick everybody up. I really want to use the A2, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can afford that. If he bombs, then we get to learn if we can resist it through the block damage, right? One more turn of block active skills. He doesn't kill my Sifi, right? There's no way. We sleep their Gaius. Because he could mess me up with his A2. If he slept me, that would definitely mess me up. Go for the A2 in hopes we get some more stuns. Yo, this is actually... We just turn it around? We actually get one more match in this? Whoa, that was sketchy. Very sketchy. Very, very sketchy. Wow. I bet you he's low player power too. 7.8. That was... I really like the Umbral pick. Honestly, that Umbral pick, that was perfect. Especially with my goofy Leo pick. Speaking of, I have to check to see if my Leo is even geared. I can't say help me remember because you guys are not live. So well, you're alive. Hopefully you're alive, but you're not live watching this. So I need to remember myself to check my Leo to see if he was geared. I don't think he was. That was insanely close, though. All right, so the same thing, guys. I'm really liking this team so far. Rigash plus Ukko. The Skinwalker. We just had the Skinwalker trio. Rigash, Ukko, and Leo. A Duchess with no awakenings. This guy may have just pulled Duchess or just hasn't gotten lucky with her popping up in the shop, but you don't see that very often. You really don't see Duchess with no awakenings very often at all. Oh, that's why. That's why there's a Duchess with no awakenings. Interesting. Obviously Warlord's gonna get banned. I feel like there's gonna be a Rotos possibly gonna come at the end. So we're gonna go Helikath. Where's Helikath? I hate that I always lose him. There he is, right there. And then the last champion we're gonna go is let's go Elva. You know, why not? Elva's an awesome champion, tons of heals. Actually, you know what? Let's go Mithrala. Let's go Mithrala. I haven't used her. Sifi may get banned, probably not, but Mithrala, she's a cool champ. She definitely is. And with Ukko, she's really good too, which I hate that I waited till this point to actually showcase this because we probably have, 10% of the viewers who we did at the beginning. But Mithrala plus Ukko, maybe this is a secret tip for all of you. Obviously, it works so good because Ukko strips. Mithrala can either do the Hex or she can just cleanse. But if she does the Hex, now she can do now she has the increased defense and increased attack as well. So the Rotos, he's safe against Helikath for sure, right? They're probably going to ban my Sifi. Oh, that's actually a much better option to ban the Ukko. That's actually the perfect play. The Sifi ban would have been a bad option. Actually, never mind. The Sifi would have actually been probably the better option because you actually don't have anything to block that. How did Mithrala miss that? Okay, there you go. Perfect. Goofy Mithrala. We lose this one. Like this is too obvious. We definitely lose it. Unless the Rotos just can't hit through my stuff, there's no way we win this. Yeah, kills the Sifi, of course. 130,000 damage. To be expected. But now he can't actually hit through anything. If I would have saved my Rigash's abilities, that would have been much more helpful. But I didn't, unfortunately. So now it's just Rigash, a sheep, and Helikath. The other Skinwalker over here in the corner. Kind of need another Reser, honestly. Another Res champion would have given me a little bit better of a chance, I think. I guess there, using the Strengthen would have been best. Where's smacking that Duchess, though? Is that the one with no awakenings? No, it's the one with awakenings. Using the Strengthen would have definitely been a game changer. Honestly, had the Rotos gotten the Hex on him, we didn't get the sheep, we would have been probably fine. She can try to provoke. We're super close to the block damage being back. Not going to matter, though, right? Because he's definitely kills Helikath. Boom. 130,000 damage. Crazy. And then kills Rigash, right? There we go. All right, guys. Well, that was an interesting fight. We had pretty good turnout, but unfortunately, Mighty Ukko wasn't there. So, I mean, if that says anything, the one we don't have Mighty Ukko is the one we lose. So, Helikath, 128k. Rigash, 58,000. Unfortunately, Mithrala got sheeped by one of these two champs. +4 Rotos. I didn't even realize it was a +4. But I couldn't have really banned anybody else. having a UDK there would have been better. But his player power, let's see. That's really cool. +4 Rotos. That definitely makes things a lot easier. 23 million player power, so I don't feel too bad about that one. But either way, guys, I definitely feel less bad about this one being a loss than I do this one being a loss. But thankfully, we've had 0 Rotos in this video. And we also have no lightning offers being purchased. Man, I'm really becoming a big fan of those lightning offers. They pop up, you close it, and they never come up again. I like it a lot. All right, so once again, Mighty Ukko, this is his build. If you guys want to see any of my other champions, I'll try to show the ones that I know I use. So Helicath, he is in Stone Skin and pretty fast, specifically for Iron Twins, also for the arena. Ragash is in some defense nuker gear, which I may do a video more dedicated to him later on. But to be honest, I use basically the same team every time, except for that last time where it didn't go too well. Sifi, Stone Skin and Speed. We have Elva, who actually I do like. I might do a video on her as well. I think she's very, very good, and in some teams, insane. Mithrala is fast with good mix of accuracy and resistance. Not great for this area that she's being used in. Unfortunately, she got sheeped. That's just how it happens. But I think that's everybody. Oh, Leo. Leoris wasn't geared. He was absolutely not geared. So I basically 3-manned the other team because Leoris had absolutely no chance from doing anything. He had weapons. I mean, he did have a weapon. He had absolutely nothing else. So my Necrit bolster, these 2 pieces are amazing. The refresh pieces, they allow me to do so many of these ally attacks. It's so, so nice. But guys, either way, thank you all very much for watching the video. We got an extra long one today, so hopefully you all enjoyed it. Hopefully, I'll see you again in the next video. With that said, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one.